Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome, one and all, to this UK evening meditation. In this brand new month, and let's begin by collectively raising our Kundalini and taking the bandhan. And just absorb in silence for a moment the vibrations. And we can place our hands on the ground, on the Mother Earth, or toward Mother Earth if we're sitting in a chair. And let's take one time the Om, and then we can say Sri Ganesha's mantra 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And taking with humble gratitude nourishment, vibrations, and cleansing from the Mother Earth, from the goddess in her form as Shri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And bring our hands back into place towards Mother's photo. We can humbly request the Kundalini to rise. Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. From Spontaneous Verses. I sit before the goddess. I raise my kundalini high. I tie it there. I tie it there. I tie it there again. I cover my 7 chakras like the 7 colors of the rainbow 7 times. My heart ascends, spreading up and out, infinite spaces opening up above and beneath and all around, filled with love, drenched in divinity, eternal fragrance, wider and deeper than all the oceans, enveloping the whole earth with love. Heaven's gate opens. We are the portals. We are the oceans of forgiveness. We are the rays of light. We can raise and we can save all who seek her from deep within, deeply humble before thy grace, thy infinite grace. Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. Nirmala Devi. Nirmala Devi. From Shri Mataji. This is the miracle of Sahaja Yoga working through you, my beautiful, dearest children. You are not like other people who have gone away from the field of Kurukshetra. Some are not even yet born to take the load of the future building of Sahaja Yoga. Your task is tremendous and worthy of great glory. For this evening's meditation, let us take our attention to our Vishuddhi. From Khalil Gibran, you are my brothers and sisters because you are human, and we are all sons and daughters of one Holy Spirit. We are equal and made of the same earth. Mother, we humbly pray for all of the great qualities of Vishuddhi. These are expressed mainly through our hands, our face, and our mouth, our voices. We humbly pray, whether we are using our hands or mouth or to sing or play an instrument or to communicate with words through poetry, drama, or any speech outside what we think of as the arts, even in everyday life. When we use our hands or voices to soothe or express our sweetness and love to others, to praise or even gently to correct or admonish, to inspire, to encourage, to give realization. Please cleanse our Vishuddhi. Let it be clear and open and connected to the heart. Shri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Let every mantra uttered by our voices be a seed to grow into a mighty oak. Please allow us to plant seeds in the hearts of others. And Srimataji, please keep me detached. Make me a witness, part and parcel of the whole. From Rabindranath Tagore. Thou hast made me endless, such is thy pleasure. This frail vessel thou emptiest again and again, and fillest it ever with fresh life. This little flute of a reed Thou hast carried over hills and dales, and hast breathed through it melodies eternally new. At the immortal touch of thy hands, my little heart loses its limits in joy, and gives birth to utterance ineffable. Thy infinite gifts come to me only on these very small hands of mine. Ages pass, and still thou pourest, and still there is room to fill. From Sri Mataji. And when you start seeing yourself, you start entering into the realm of bhakti. You become a mild person, become a sweet person. You don't talk too much. You don't harass anyone. You are a very pleasant person, very gentle, very understanding. This person has to verify how he is behaving towards others. And now the attention starts moving from oneself to another. And you start seeing how you behave, how you love. What is the quality of your compassion? When you love somebody without any expectations, just love, then you are absolutely dedicated to that person. Absolutely, you just obey. You'll do anything for that person. If there is this love which you call as surrender, this is just the love. Surrender is nothing but the love. And that love which is extremely joy-giving. This bhakti starts. This dedication starts, and you are cleansed by that bhakti. All the bad qualities you have, you can call them, all the deficiencies you have, all the problems you have, you understand, and you get over it. Now, if you see somebody with the same qualities, with the same troubles, you, in the love of that person, try to tolerate. Such a person just tolerates. There is no aggression. And these people forgive. Realized souls go on forgiving. Their capacity to forgive is tremendous. They do not bear any malice against anyone. They don't have any anger about anyone. They just go on tolerating and forgiving and forgiving. This forgiveness is just a music, I should say, of your bhakti. Sri Mataji, we know that any guilt whatsoever whether about something in the distant past or something yesterday or even 5 minutes ago, is to be jettisoned, is to be dropped. If we put our hand on the left heart and say, as we did when Mother gave us our realization, Sri Mataji, I am the Spirit. Shri Mataji, I am the Spirit. I am without any guilt. Please cleanse and wash away any remaining traces of guilt that I should not carry any such burden, for it is falsehood and non-existent in the present, which is the presence of God. Shri Vishnu Maya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. And we can place the hand as we do around the left side of the neck. And we can just affirm in silence, Mother, I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty at all. 16 times. Now we'll listen to the last 20 minutes or so of Srimati's talk from Vishnu Maya Puja in 1992 in Pennsylvania, the land of Sri Krishna.
So all these thundering things that are coming from nature, anything, whether it is earthquake or it is landslide or it could be floods or it could be typhoon, anything is the work of this Vishnu Maya. Or we can say all natural catastrophes are brought about by this Vishnu Maya. She has this power to do it. This is the only way they can shock people. But despite all that shocking, people have to relate these disasters to their mistakes that they have committed and have nicely kept it here, not facing. I've heard from some Indian students that when they came to America, some boys asked them to take drugs and do all other things also. So they wouldn't do. They said, you have goodies, this, that, they just pumped it into their head that you have to do it. You are cowards, you cannot do it and all that. So some of them said, all right, we'll try. But what surprised them, that they knew it was wrong, while those who were telling them never thought it was wrong. They thought they have been great martyrs, or they have been liberators, and they have got liberties. They couldn't understand this. This kind of liberty that they were boasting of was so destructive. They never understood that this is destructive. So once your left Vishuddhi is absolutely jammed, you lose complete discretion of the chakra here, which we call it Hamsa chakra. And then you do not know what is destructive, what is constructive. You start accepting mostly the destructive thing if your left Vishuddhi is bad. Escape. So what? What wrong? That is how violence has come. That is how all kind of cheating, corruption has come. What's wrong? Because if you do anything wrong, you put it there, finished, stored up. Again you do anything, you put it there. Until you become absolutely immune to all destructive action, you go on. So to get out of it, what to do? To get out of this horrible state where you do not feel any thing wrong, what is the thing? Is to take to Sahaja Yoga in a right fashion. First of all, you must face yourself. If you start facing yourself, you will realize that you have committed a mistake. So this is the mistake I have committed, doesn't matter. I am not going to feel guilty about it. If I ever have to do this, I will not do it, and I am not guilty for whatever has happened, is the past finished. With this faith in yourself, you can definitely get rid of your left Vishuddhi. The problem is, even if I tell you something, I am worried that you start feeling guilty about it also. I mean, I am telling you for something for your correction. Then you start guilty, mother is saying so, see, I did this and that, but that you did. At this moment, what I am telling you, never to do it again. And face it. Whatever you did is finished and gone and is forgiven completely. Otherwise, Vishnu Maya will take over. This is very important because one side is a leela, it's a play, and it's all the world is beautiful. The another side is the guilt. So we think that by just feeling guilty, we are solving all our problems, and this side we are enjoying ourselves, and this the guilt part is just like a storehouse of a garbage being put there. But we never think this garbage, what it is wrong it is doing to us. And this is what it is that Vishnu Maya has to burn this garbage. Then she works in her own ways, in her own Maya ways, and so many things happen. Like there was a lady, and she was very right-sided. She used to dominate everyone, but nobody dared tell her that, because if you tell her, she would come back on you. So nobody wanted to tell her what's wrong with her. They said, all right, let it be now. But I told her that, see, you are very right-sided, you are dominating everyone, everybody is frightened of you. So she said, no, mother, I am not. I said, all right, I am telling you. You better believe me or you are in for trouble. And that very day, she was getting down from the staircase and she fell from top to bottom, she came down. And all her right side, she came to me, mother, see, my right hand is broken, my right leg is broken, this is broken, that is broken. I said, then you know what happened? I now know why it has happened. Then I cured her. She was all right. But what I am trying to tell you, that she wouldn't listen to me. So the right-sided people have a special capacity to put everything here. So I always say that it is the byproduct of ego. Those people who try to dominate, who try to be angry, try to control everyone, they put it down there, and then the whole thing works against them. This is to be understood in a very serious manner, that feeling guilty is not that you are harming yourself, but you are harming all others. Also, this Vishnu Maya gets very upset with two other things. One of the things is smoking. If you smoke too much, then this Vishnu Maya gets very angry. She is the one who then causes cancer. She can spoil your throat. I mean, all kinds of ear, nose, throat problems can come in with the smoking. Because she doesn't like that smoke. She once, twice, thrice. But once you start smoking, then after some time, oh, what's wrong? They will quote, such and such man who is 83, he still smokes. See, quoting like this, they have ideals like that. Then you have also some cinema heroes. Such and such man, see, he murdered his wife, he's not, see, he's going along. So we should also murder. We should also smoke. So all ideals which have destroyed themselves become our ideals. And we start exactly doing what they are doing, without knowing that how they are destroyed will be also destroyed. So this understanding about Vishnu Maya's powers should be there with us. That if we try to continue with our mistakes and putting them here, then first thing we become vulnerable to all kinds of diseases. With that, if you are smoking, you can become also very much vulnerable to cancer of the throat. Another thing which people do not know is the mantras. If you go on saying any mantra, I mean, in India there are people who will every day morning get up and say some mantra for about, say, 100 times. Some say it at least 300 times, 500 times. They go on measuring, mantra, 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 like that. Now she is the mantrika. She is the one who gives the power to the mantra. Now if you are not connected to this divine power, then there is a short circuiting take place. And if you go on saying this mantra, you develop all the troubles of the throat cancer. You can develop also stomach problems, because it is Krishna and Vishnu are the same. You might develop also the problem of Virata. Because you are reciting a mantra like this, you see, a telephone, if it is not connected, I go on using it, the telephone will go out of order. In the same way, if you are doing wrong mantras, in the sense that the mantras which are said before your connection with the divine, then they can spoil your left Vishuddhi very much. This is the style they use in India. Supposing you are a businessman in India. Now, you are a big businessman, you have made a lot of money, now you feel guilty about it. Because you have made by bad means also, by all kinds of black market and all sorts of things. So they'll make a big temple of Vishnu. Not Vishuddhi, but they'll make a very big temple of Sri Vishnu. And they they will create a kind of image that they are great religious people. Or they'll have khairat, means they will distribute food to people or distribute some things to people and feel satisfied. Here you go on committing any amount of sins, any amount of nonsense. And then out of that money you make a little contribution to Sri Vishnu, thinking that Sri Vishnu will be very happy and will not punish them. But he is Kubera, what can you give it to him? He is the Kubera. He gives you all the money, he does everything. So how can you give anything to Kubera, who is himself the Lord of wealth? It's a very common thing in India, like there was a Bhudan thing. I knew of a man who was very corrupt, very bad person. I mean, really, he was really very, very bad man. And he had taken away so much land from the poor farmers and all that. So he gave one land to Mahatma Gandhi. And this land, this Bhutan land was known. It was, I think, Vinobaji gave. This land was so bad that you could not put even cactus there. And he was telling everybody, I have given so much land to Bhutan, I have given so much land to Bhutan. So trying to sort of justify himself for taking all the land from the poor and lynching them and then to do this kind of a generosity. So this is another escape people have. That do what you like and ultimately be generous. This kind of gracious covering of your mistakes can be very misleading. It doesn't work with Vishnu Maya. She knows you out and out. And if you try all these tricks with her, she will show her own powers. I would say all our left side problems come because of Vishnu Maya power. She punishes you as well as she exposes, as well as she gives you light, as well as she corrects you. With all these powers of Vishnu Maya, we should be very thankful that today we are celebrating her special puja, because I think it is one of the curses of the West, especially of Americans, to feel guilty. So today you all have to promise in your heart, and the mantra is, now she also understands English perhaps, you can say that, Mother, I am not guilty at all. That's all. If that is said, she will be very happy. I am not guilty at all. I am not going to feel guilty. Once you stop feeling guilty, you will not do wrong things. Because how will you manage? Because you are not doing, you cannot put it as guilt. So what's the use of doing anything wrong? If you do wrong, it comes on your head. You cannot put it in your left Vishuddhi. So you won't do anything wrong. You will immediately understand that if I have to do wrong, I have to face it. But if there's a space here kept where you can put your guilt for your wrongdoings available, then you don't mind so much. Supposing somebody has a small house, no place to store, then somebody brings something and says, no space here. I am already very full. It's like that. So the best thing is to have no guilt at any cost. I will have no guilt. If I have done mistake, all right, I'll admit I have done the mistake. And I'll have no guilt at all about it. I'll face it. You'll be surprised, you'll stop doing wrong things. Definitely you'll stop because there's no space left. So this is very important today to do Vishnu Maya's thing. And I'm sure now, very happy with the tour of America. This time I'm really happy because I think it has worked in most of the places very well. And if it has not worked, one should not feel guilty but face the problem. Why it has not worked. And the problem lies with such yogis and nobody else. Shouldn't blame anybody else for it. Just see yourself what mistakes you must have committed. Could be a small or a big mistake, whatever it is. Face it. There's no harm. Instead, I have done mistake. But if you say, sorry, means it goes that straightforward. No, I have committed a mistake. To admit that is very gracious, very beautiful, and very kind to yourself for your benevolence. In Sahaja Yoga is one of the biggest mantras for all the Western people. They should all the time saying to all the trees, all the nature around, I am not guilty. Your ecological problem will improve. Because then you won't do wrong things to spoil your ecology. You'll be careful. Because you spoil it and you feel guilty. Oh, I should not have done this. Oh, I should not. But why did you do in the first place is the point. So now next time you are not going to do it. So many of our problems will be solved if you face them and correct them boldly. It's possible for Saj Yogis because you are separated from your being. You are away from it. You can see your body, you can see your mind, you can see your ego, you can see all of those things. And you know how to put them right. You are not that, you know. So you are the spirit. With the light of the spirit, you can correct all these things. But this guilt is something where it stops you completely from correcting or doing anything better about it or bringing any constructive thing to your own mind. This will solve many problems for America as well as for all the Western world. Same with the Indians, that they should not think that if they are generous a little bit, they can get rid of their mistakes. You see, they have to face it. It's a different style. Indians are very clever, they know how to find excuses and escapes. But after all, it is Vishnu Maya. She will show you that there is no escape, just face it. There's no need to condemn yourself, don't need to in any way degrade yourself or to feel inferior, but to be superior as the spirit. Oh, I see, oh, I see. Like I would say, all right, Nirmala, I see you very well, you did this. Separate yourself from yourself. You can talk on the mirror, you can go to the river and talk there, or you can go to an ocean and tell them that, see, I have done this mistake and now I am not going to do it. You can make promises to all these elements. Once you make these promises, this Vishnu Maya will receive the message and she won't enter into any one of these elements to disturb you. So you have to go and tell the ocean that, all right, America is not guilty for whatever they have done. Say it like that. If you say, it's all right, not other people. Because I told you your genetics have changed, you are different people. Whatever you say, Vishnu Maya will always believe in, and everything will work out very well. But this is a special time, as I told you before, where we call it is the Kruta Yuga, where between the Kali Yuga and Satya Yuga, this time is so important that whatever mistakes we have committed, we have to pay for it. It's a karma phala. It won't work out by just putting it here. So one has to get to realization, change the genetics completely, and then you can go and tell the nature that, all right, we are not guilty now. We've got our realization. And it will work. I'm sure so many of catastrophes of this country can be averted by you, Saj Yogis. May God bless you.
So now we'll just meditate in complete silence for 10 minutes or so.
कस्तूरी तिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभम् नासाग्रे नवमौक्तिकम् करतले वेणुकरे कंकणम् सर्वांगे सर्वांगे हरिचन्दनं सुलालितम् कन्ते च मुक्ता गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयाते गोपाल छोरा मानी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला
Thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who has joined this evening and joined together in Sasrara to create such beautiful vibrations. Let's join in praising our Holy Mother. Mother, we thank you for each and every opportunity that brings us together at your lotus feet. Please strengthen our Vishuddhis, that we may radiate the vibrations that you so generously bestow upon us in everything that we do. And let's say together the third mantra of Mother's mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's collectively raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandhan. Then we can sit for a moment or two more in meditation before ending the session.